going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, we've got an interview with Stuart Algorand, Ripple's Chief Legal Officer, an absolute legend, stating facts today for this massive win for Ripple and again, this case with the SEC. Everyone needs to watch this because, again, it's so true what he's saying, that the SEC, even if they appeal this lawsuit, they are going to lose. Let's watch this interview. Enjoy it. Shout out to Crypto Law, Johnny Deaton's channel. This is very, very bullish stuff, all right? Take care. I'll be back with another video update tomorrow. Peace.
If the SEC were a rational actor, they should just move on from this case. Again, the court's finding that there are no victims here, that no one suffered any loss in this case. There are no allegations of fraud. Nothing in this case advances the core mission of the SEC. But we all know that when it comes to crypto, the SEC has proven itself not to be rational. In fact, the court, in our case, criticized the SEC for engaging in litigation gamesmanship and tactics rather than faithfully applying the law. So I wouldn't be surprised if the SEC does appeal, but I'll say a couple of things. Number one, and I think this is important for folks to appreciate and understand, XRP's status as not a security and the secondary market trading of XRP as not security transactions, that is the law of the land. And that does not change even if the SEC appeals. And I would ask everyone to focus on that. I would also ask people to focus on if they appeal, and again, I hope they don't, and if they're a rational actor, they shouldn't, but they're not rational. Statistically, the Court of Appeals, specifically the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit, where this case will go, reverses lower courts less than 10% of the time. And given Judge Torres's careful and thoughtful treatment of all of the issues in this case, we're very confident that any appeal would withstand a challenge by the SEC. So again, if I were advising the SEC, not as Ripple's chief legal officer, but as a lawyer who's been doing this for a long time, I would recommend that they do not appeal. This case was an overreach from the outset. They've got a terrible record. I would say, look, SEC, go back to your core mission of protecting investors in the market and stop focusing on cases where there were no harm to investors and there was no harm to the market other than the harm that you visited by actually filing the suit. And if I were the SEC, on a good day, I would avoid the Supreme Court. With this Supreme Court, I don't think that they stand a reasonable chance of prevailing on any of their theories, whether or not a token in and of itself can be a security. No, it cannot be. A token doesn't embody, an ecosystem. All of those theories that they've been trying to expand the securities law that were soundly rejected in our case, they're going to continue to be rejected by courts of appeals, and ultimately they're going to be rejected by the Supreme Court.